Hey y'all, my name is Ashley and today I'm going to be doing a first impressions on Colourpop's Frosty The Snowman palette, along with a couple of the other items that I picked up from this collection and how I got this look. Then keep on watching. All right, I want to go ahead and start off with sharing what I bought from this collection because I did not buy the entire collection. There were pieces that I found that weren't really necessary for me to purchase, like the sponge. It's cute, but I have enough sponges. And then there was two different lip kits, and I was originally interested into one of them. And then when I went inside of Ulta and I looked at the colors, they're not colors I'm gonna wear. So I didn't pick up the lips either. And I did want to pick up the highlighter duo, but they didn't have it in Ulta. So that was already like sold out at the location I went to. But I did get these three items. So I did get the Frosty The Snowman eyeshadow palette. I have a feeling that these icy shades is what's going to be trending for like the holiday season and for winter, because this is like the second icy palette I've seen in like the last 2 weeks. So this one's focuses on like icy blues and icy purples. And in this palette, there's 15 different shades, 5 of them being mattes. 2 of them are gonna have the matte sparkle formula where you kind of have to like, to get that sparkle, you gotta like press it on opposed to blending it, because as you blend it, you're gonna lose that sparkle. 3 metallics and then 5 glitter duochrome multi-shifting topper shades. So I was like feeling the glitters in this palette, and they're not chunky. They're very like topper-like. So they're smooth. They're not, like some glitters you'll get and you're kind of scratchy, but these ones, they're smoother than what I expected. I know a lot of people complain about pressed glitters and palettes. They don't feel like your typical pressed glitters. So I'm excited for that. And then I also got the Snow Days Jelly Much Shadow Duo. So there's 2 different shades in here, and it's the shade Freezin' and Made of Snow. And again, to stick with this icy theme, there's an icy blue. So that is the icy blue. And that is the shade Freezin'. And then the Made of Snow shade is like an icy lavender. So it's like lavender pink, but it's icy. It's very cool toned, very snow themed, I guess, is what we're going for here. And then the last thing I got was the Chill Out So Juicy Plumping Gloss Trio. And I picked these up because I love clicky sticks, okay? I like the clicky sticks lip balms. And so these are supposed to be plumping. I like the Tarte plumping ones, but I haven't tried these from Colourpop. And I like the shades of these. You get the shades, is there no shade? Oh, okay, here it is. So the shade Frozen, which is going to be a pink shade. The shade All Melted, which is going to be a berry. Then you have the shade Feeling Like Frosty, and this is going to be a shimmering berry. I think this is the one I'm gonna like the most, and the berry shade, but I'm actually gonna go ahead and apply one of these now because I didn't get a lipstick, but I like to have something moisturizing on my lips while I do my eyeshadow. So then when I go put my lipstick on, everything's nice and smooth and moisturized, kind of like a little bit of a lip primer. I like how all of these are different shades and there's like barely any pigment. I don't care because I'm still gonna wear them and I'm still gonna use them if they're nice. And I'm sure people are like, oh, you gotta put them on top of a lipstick. I'll do that too, but I wanna use it to moisturize. I don't feel any plumping though. Like it's moisturizing. Like, is it supposed to tingle? So this is like the first Colourpop palette that I bought in a really long time. Nothing else has really pulled me in. I know they did like a Stranger Things collaboration. I don't watch Stranger Things. What else did they do? They did like Pokemon, Twilight. Like none of that interested me at all. And I love like the classic Christmas movies. So like the Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer, the Frosty the Snowman, A Christmas Story. Like even like some of the 90s music, like Santa Claus with Tim Allen. Like those are like my childhood. So I really enjoy like the classic Christmas like vibes, which is why I had to get this palette. So, and I have the Rudolph one, and I felt like I needed to have this to kind of complete like a little Christmas collection. So I think what I'm gonna do is play with like the blues and purples. Usually I'd want to dig into something darker as well, but I'm not going to be doing that today. I want to start off with the shade Thermometer. So it's going to be like this cool toned purple up here. It's like super light, but I think I'm going to start that with my crease. Oh, we need a white base. I'm going to go ahead and put a white base on. I just went ahead and applied my Beauty Creations like the nude shade. So I'm just gonna take the Beauty Creations white primer, because if not, I don't think some of these shades are gonna show up very well. And I don't wanna keep like packing a shade on to get the pigment, because then it's just gonna build up and it's gonna be more likely to crease later on. So I'm just gonna put this white base on instead. Okay, so hopefully that's enough to make these colors pop. So now back into the shade thermometer, and I'm gonna go ahead and just start putting it in my crease and seeing how that goes. It's still difficult to kind of see, but maybe once everything's on, it will look good. Yeah, this is a palette that you're gonna have to like kind of press and just keep adding pigment to get it to show up. It's a beautiful color though. It's just not easy to see. So I think I might end up digging into one of these blacks to make this purple pop, because if not, then it's just like, it's gonna be like super muted. So there's two different blacks in here. So you got like a washed black and then a black black. So there's button nose and Frosty's hat. So I'm actually gonna go into this washed black, and I'm gonna apply this in my outer corner a little at a time, because I don't wanna like make things muddy, but I think the depth is gonna help a lot to get these lighter shades to pop. Okay, that's not too bad. I feel like that black really helped make it pop, but it did kind of darken my purple up a little bit, which, it is what it is. I was trying to like make it not be too muddy or too, I didn't want to blend the black so much into that purple. So now I'm going to take the shade Splendid. So it's going to be this icy blue here. It's kind of like a periwinkle actually, like kind of like that soft purples and blues mixed together. And I'm going to go put that in my crease from my inner corner up until that purple that I laid down earlier, and see how that goes. See, that blue pops a lot more than the purple. Like that shade Thermometer is a really pretty shade, but you have to really lay it down to get it to pop. I know I'm feeling kind of icy, but here I am like putting on this icy makeup and wearing snow earrings when it's 85 degrees outside and it doesn't even snow where I live. But you know, I felt like I needed to fit the vibe. So I think what I'm gonna do, because I really want to play with these Jelly Mutt shadows as well. So I think I want to use the pink one. So what I'm gonna go ahead and do is I'm actually going to go ahead and like carve out my crease, and then I'm going to put like the Jelly Mutt shadow on like the inner part, and maybe take that Thermometer shade and bring it down to blend it in with that black. Yeah, I think that's what I'm gonna do. So I'm gonna put a little bit of this Thermometer shade. Okay, so I went ahead and cut the crease, and now I'm gonna go ahead and lay down one of those shimmers. So I really like Jelly Mutt shadows from Colourpop, but these feel like these are a lot smaller than the ones that I already own. And I think some of my own are in plastic containers and these are in glass. I mean, not that I'm like complaining about the amount of product, because like, have I ever really finished a product like this? No. But it's just, it seems a lot smaller than their previous Jelly Mutt shadows. Yeah, I'm just gonna take this on a flat brush. So I'm gonna take the shade Made of Snow. So this is gonna be the icy purple one. And I'm gonna go ahead and start laying that down in my inner corner to the center of my lid. Oh, I forgot how cold these feel when you put them on. It's a little chilly. I'm like not impressed. Like, I like these colors, I just don't like how they're not really showing up. Like maybe I should have laid an eyeshadow down underneath this to make it look more purple, because it just kind of looks icy, which I guess that's like the theme. But I feel like I should be able to see some of that purple. It's just coming off as very white. Like it doesn't look purple, it just looks white. I'm going to take some more of that shade Thermometer, and I'm gonna try to blend and see if that will help a little bit. So I'm like not liking this. Oh, you know what? I'm gonna try one of these toppers. So in here, there's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I think I'm gonna try this Busy shade. So this has got like a little bit of a shift into it. It's like purple with a little bit of like blue in it. And I'm gonna use that to blend in with the Jelly Mutt shadow, getting to that black shade. I feel like that kind of saved it. But now my eyes are looking chunky. Probably because of that Jelly Mutt shadow. All right, so for my inner corner, I'm gonna put the shade Wishy Washy. So this is like the pastel blue with a little bit of that sparkle. So I'm gonna press it into my inner corner instead of buffing it into my inner corner. So that way I can kind of get that sparkle. But there's not much sparkle in this matte. Like it's a couple flakes. I'm trying to think what I could add to this look to make it pop a little bit more. Maybe I'm just not used to having like such dull colors on my face. Because even though these are really pretty shades, I feel like my eyes don't pop the way I want them to pop. I'm gonna go ahead and do the under eye, and I'm gonna go ahead and take the shade Frosty's Hat, because I know I'm gonna put on a wing liner. And I'm gonna put that just on the outer corner and buff it down, just like a small bit. And then kind of use the other black in here, which is going to be Button Nose, to blend it out and kind of soften it a little bit. And then I'm going to take the shade Thermometer again and kind of use it to finish out my under eye. Okay, so I feel a little bit better now that I put some blush on and that both eyes are done. Like now I'm actually kind of enjoying this look. And I went ahead with like that cold, icy vibes. I went ahead and added a pastel pink blush, kind of just to fit the look. And I used this one from Patrick Ta. This is from the holiday collection last year. I used the shade Giving I Need Her. So it's this pastel pink. It kind of reminds me of like that Dior blush that went viral, or the one that's in the Patrick Star, like the cheek clapper ones. It's kind of like that same pink tone. But I figured out what I wanted to do to kind of make this look pop a little bit more. So I'm actually gonna add some glitter to the under eye, and I'm gonna go ahead and use the shade, I can't decide, oh, see there's like different ones. I think I'm gonna use this purple one. So this is Happy Birthday. And I'm gonna go ahead and take that on a flat brush, and I'm just going to put it right here. So not directly on the inner corner, but just like underneath. So I'm gonna take it and I'm gonna place it right here. Blend it towards the inner corner and a little bit under the eye, because I feel like that's gonna help this look pop a little bit more. And then take that shade Wishy Washy and blend it into it. Man, that shade Happy Birthday is super soft. Okay, so I am ready to share my thoughts on these items, okay? So I did end up putting a different lip on because like the Balm really doesn't have any color to it. And I figured I would stick with the Colourpop theme, and even though you can't purchase this anymore, I went ahead and used the lipstick from the Colourpop collaboration with Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer. So this lipstick's in the shade Rudolph, and I also used the matching lip liner. So, okay, so I like my clicky pens. There was really no plumping effect, but I love like having those just as like a moisturizer in my different purses or in my car. So I didn't really need them because I have this entire container full of them. Like this container is so full, I can't even get them all to fit in here. So I didn't need them, but I do like them and I will use them. So the eyeshadow palette. After I put everything together, I really like how my eyes came out, but at the same time, I felt like it took a little bit more work than I wanted to. So like I really had to pack these shades down and really, like they buffed together nicely, but in order them to pop, you need that white base and you really need to take the time to pack the shade and buff it. So I do like this and I will get some use out of it. I'm actually wanting to kind of compare the icy vibes between this one and the Huda one, because I do have that one on its way. And then also these Jelly Munch shadows. I really like the shades inside the pot. I can only speak for the shade Made of Snow. It looks more white on the eyes than purple, but it did blend really nicely with one of those duochrome toppers. So I'm happy with the way my eyes looked, but I'm kind of disappointed on how this looks like a really nice pastel purple inside the pot, but on my eyes, it's not coming off that way. So if you liked this video, go ahead and like and subscribe. And until next time, bye y'all.